After analyzing the data we collected from the Kartoba's sister ship, we've been able to determine what happened in the nebula. While the Kartoba was able to limp to Karak, this ship instead must have tried to hide here. They soon resorted to preying on ships passing through the nebula. In time, the nebula became off-limits to all shipping. They developed hyperspace inhibitor technology to trap prey from far away without leaving the safety of the nebula. Eventually, it became the center of their existence, and ultimately, their religion.
Anomaly detected. Override engaged.
Sensors detect a vessel here. It doesn't match any of the profiles we have encountered. Send in a team to investigate. We are detecting various ships surrounding the alien vessel. They appear to be inactive.
Okay, we're back with Homeworld after committing genocide on what is essentially our own species. That seems to be the second time that that's happened. It seems like we were running away from the same thing. Exiled at the same time, they took a different path, whatever. Anyway, we have our lovely Group 4 with our lovely multi-beam frigates that we acquired last episode. Yeah, we stole them, I don't care. We've got our drone frigates over here, we've got our assault frigates over there, we've got 22 frigates, we've got 4 destroyers. It's all good, all good. And we've also got a control group 5. And we also have some salvage corvettes, which I haven't named yet. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Research, nothing. That's disappointing. Anyway, first things first, before we go and investigate, never poke the bear when you don't have any way of getting more resources, even though we do have 26,000 in the bank, because the Citadel of Kadesh, my god, no, it's the Cathedral of Kadesh, yeah. The Cathedral of Kadesh has a lot of stuff in it, so yeah, we're going to take all that. We basically harvested the nebula, which really shouldn't be something. Also, because we're scouting, we're going to build some scouts, the sensible thing to do. These multi-beam frigates are going to be very useful.
Scout complete.
Now, I mean, we could move our entire force towards the anomaly, but you know what happens when that happens. It's going to turn out to be a zombie. Excellent. Resource collector 1. Hopefully there's actually some resources to collect. Yeah, there are. I saw a flicker. Over there. Right. Resources. Yes.
Ready.
Okay. We'll move the resource collector over next to the resource controller. Wait for the second resource collector and then deploy that to wherever. But we have our scout ships built again because they died. Enter strike group. Excellent. We're going to set them to evasive, we're going to set them to passive, and that should let them do what they want. Well, no, make it do the things that I want them to do. Yes. Good. Right. We've got 2 resource collectors. We're going to send them to harvest. Which is probably going to be down there. Right? You? This one?
Ready.
Yes, you are. Good.
Collection confirmed.
We're going to set the resource controller to just follow.
Copy.
Once I can get that done. There we go.
Guard order confirmed.
Hopefully they should stay out of trouble. Now, with that set up, close this window, close that window. We're going to go investigate the anomaly. Because that's always a good thing to do. I mean, we could just leave here and not do anything, but you know what? Investigating is always the fun thing to do. You know, just fly past our magnificent capital fleet.
Strike group reports hostile contact.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like we've got a welcome accommodation here.
Reporting.
That's a missile destroyer.
Coordinates locked in.
Ooh.
Attention. Those ships are operational. We believe the control center is the alien vessel. It should be neutralized.
That is interesting. It's named a ghost ship. How cool. Anyway, we lost our scouts. Probably because of the missile destroyer. But we're going to need to take it out. Take it out. Sorry, I'll stop doing that now. Right, let's go back to the mothership. So one thing that we could do is we could basically just send all of our units in and destroy it. So yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Group 4. Engage capital ship.
Group 4 reports victory.
You guys want to move or what? You guys actually moving? No, you're not. Okay. Move to the anomaly.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
Right. Whilst you're doing that, we're going to start building some attack bombers since we need to rebuild them after we lost all of them.
Berths are clear.
I mean, we could build 70, right?
Construction underway.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Build 70 of them, which uses up 7,000 resources, but we have them. May as well. Yeah, you're set to auto-launch. Good. Right.
Roger.
Let us follow the tales of Team Deathmatch on their quest to destroy everything and everyone that anyone has ever loved.
Attack bomber complete.
Looking pretty good.
Attack bomber complete.
Now, when I said last time that the only place to get multi-beam frigates is the last time, as in the cathedral, you can actually get them in this mission as well, because around the ghost ship there were also some multi-beam frigates, so we could capture those if we wanted to.
Attack bomber complete.
Anytime you guys want to get there just a bit quicker. Yeah, Cataclysm, Homeworld Cataclysm, the
Bomber complete.
standalone expansion, technically second game, has the ability to time warp, so you can speed up and slow down time. It's brilliant, right? The ability to do that, I wish it was here, because then it would make doing this so much easier. There we go. We can see multi-beam frigate. Ta-da! Other multi-beam frigate. Even ta-da! Even more ta-da, rather.
Attack bomber complete.
Missile destroyer. This is a Taiidan missile destroyer, you can see from that.
Attack
Right,
bomber
should be good. Lovely ghost ship. They're going to start shooting our stuff.
Roger.
That's okay. Start destroying it.
We've lost control of capital ships in close proximity to the alien vessel.
Or never mind.
We've determined that the alien control field covers this area. No capital ship should cross into this zone or we will lose them.
Right. So, if I'm getting you correctly, we just lost control of all of our capital ships.
Attack bomber complete.
Well, there goes the plan for retaking our homeworld. Yeah, I totally knew that was going to happen.
Attack bomber complete.
I'm about to abuse some game mechanics. So since we were at max frigate capacity and we had 4 destroyers, we're going to build some more destroyers. Whilst at the same time we're going to build some more frigates. We're basically going to use up all of our resources to expand our fleet as much as possible.
Attack bomber
Because we can continue throwing them at the ghost ship and it won't matter. The only problem is that the more we throw at the ghost ship, the harder it's going to be for us to destroy the ghost ship, since of all the ships that are everywhere taking out all of our stuff when we try to attack. The only things that aren't taken over by the ghost ship are fighters and corvettes. They're the only things, luckily. So the plan is this.
Attack
We're going to build
complete.
5 scouts.
Berths are clear.
We're going to send them
Construction underway.
to distract the missile destroyer, because that's what's going to be dealing the most damage. They're going to be set to evasive, they're going to run, they're going to do all the fun things, but they're going to try and keep the fleet distracted. Meanwhile, the attack bombers will go and kill it, which is why we're building all the attack bombers in the universe. Meanwhile, we're building destroyers. I also want to construct... Do I want more assault frigates?
Attack bomber complete.
I say that we build a couple more drone frigates,
Construction underway.
say like a
Assembly
billion,
underway.
and then
Bomber complete.
some more ion
Berths are
frigates,
clear. Assembly
and then
underway.
also some more support frigates to cope with that.
Underway.
After all of that's done, we should be good with everything. Noting that we're still harvesting resources. They shouldn't move away from the anomaly. If they do, then, well, I can definitely say that I'm restarting this mission.
Mothership. Attack bomber complete.
But this is also a reason why I disabled the adaptive difficulty, because it makes this mission extremely painful.
Attack bomber.
Since it wouldn't be, you know, just a handful of ships over there, it would be about, I don't know, one time I had like 200 assault frigates, which made it impossible. Also due to the fact that doing this would not make a difference in adaptive difficulty, because I would still have, the enemy would still have a ton more units. Yeah, that's why it's disabled. Because the original didn't have it, and so therefore I'm going to disable it as well.
Attack bomber complete.
Now maybe there is a reason for the adaptive difficulty, maybe the AI requires it, but that's for Homeworld 2. Homeworld 1 is different, because,
Attack bomber complete.
well,
Destroyer.
no, we didn't really lose that much last time, except all of our fighters and corvettes. Basically because they were all fighter. Ooh, look, a destroyer. Yeah, we're going to be here for a while. Oh, we can only construct 2 things at a time?
Attack bomber complete.
Huh. Or rather, you know, the frigates are in the destroyer build queue as well. Now, we could also use, you know, salvage corvettes to capture more destroyers in later missions. In fact, we could have used our salvage corvettes to capture the first destroyer that we saw.
Bomber complete.
That's always an option. But basically the plan right now is I'm going to leave this for about 10-15 minutes whilst this builds out all the queue, and then we'll be back to enact our plan. Okay, we are, well, we've constructed our fleet all right. We've got 3 more destroyers, we've got a bunch of new ion cannons, we've got a bunch of drone frigates, we've got a support frigate. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, quick question, are you harvesting?
Standing by. Collection confirmed.
Yeah,
Copy.
fellas,
Collection
it would be
confirmed.
brilliant if you harvested, because
Homeworld
that's kind of
confirmed.
necessary. Yeah, I don't know why they stopped harvesting.
Mothership.
Anyway, we have in our possession 65 attack bombers.
Understood.
Just to put that into perspective, that's the amount of attack bombers a 4x3 by what, 5 plus 5? Yeah, it's quite a lot. If we put it into a sphere, it requires 3 spheres in order to actually do its job. Now, the way that we're going to set that up is we're going to move these guys, if I do it properly, we're going to move them to the far side. That wasn't far side, was it? No, it wasn't. Right, we move them to the far side here, and then they'll await orders. Basically, they're just going to move over, and they're going to stay there until we get the rest of it working. Right, we got ourselves drone frigates, we got ourselves a bunch of other stuff. Let's make sure that they all look pretty,
Destination locked in.
because after all, that is what we want.
Move order confirmed.
You will join the support frigates. We got salvage. We've got salvage corvettes which aren't needed, so we're going to dock them and just make sure that they don't do anything. And then we've got scouts. Now these scouts are the lure that the enemy is trying to kill. So we're just going to move them slightly in range. I think the scouts have a large enough detection range that they won't be detected by the enemy if they get too close. At least that's what I'm hoping. It would be really useful if the plane was actually on level of the mothership or the ghost ship instead of just here. It's probably something to do with the arena, actually. Yeah. Anyway. There does seem to be a vacant circle around the ghost ship that's just missing of resources. Probably because it used to harvest things. You guys are harvesting, right?
Ready.
Yeah, you are. How much? 50 RUs? Okay then. Anyway.
Group 1 copies.
No, you're not Group 1 anymore. These guys are Group 1.
Confirmed.
These guys are Group 2. Group 2, you're going to enter into Delta formation.
Strike group acknowledged.
And you're going to be kept on evasive. You're also going to be risen to the same level. So just up
Strike
to
group
there.
moving into position.
Actually, I probably want to increase your height again to about here.
Strike group moving into position.
You know, just so that we can keep it as opposite as possible. Good. Right, I want to move you a few kilometers
Strike group
closer.
coordinates locked in. Strike group
You're going to be
coordinates
evasive until I
locked
tell you not to be. Okay,
Acknowledged.
right. We're just going to edge our way closer until we can see some ships. There we go. Are they moving? No, they aren't. These are our ships, by the way. They've changed colours for some reason. That shouldn't have happened, but yeah, they do seem to be a bit derelict here. Now, the goal is we want to attract the missile destroyer, because the missile destroyer will kill our attack bombers pretty quickly. So, right. We're going to go around a bit.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
Yeah. That is our fleet there. I think some of it's damaged. Yeah, some of the ships we had are damaged, but most of them are okay. I don't think we lost any of them either. Right, you may now turn around. You should be able to see the ghost ship at some point. At some point, he says. There we go. Right, it seems to have attracted attention.
Strike group moving into position.
That should have attracted the attention of all of them. So that's good. Yeah, you're still moving. Excellent.
Copy.
Now the question is anything else going to follow?
Roger.
Or is it just going to be that assault frigate? Let's move a bit closer, see what's
Strike
happened.
group coordinates locked in.
In fact, move across.
Strike group moving
Speed
into
burst.
position. Strike group moving into position. Strike
Yeah, we
group
can see
moving
everything.
into
Control group
Strike
1,
group
move to
coordinates
engage.
locked in. Group 1 copies. Attacking capital ship. Strike group under
Look at those missiles go!
Strike group moving into position.
And this is why the missile destroyer is something that we want to keep.
Strike group coordinates locked
Because
in.
it's very, very good.
Strike group coordinates locked in. Strike group moving
Right,
into
you
position.
guys.
Reporting. Strike group coordinates locked in. Strike group
Move
coordinates
to the
locked in.
anomaly.
Strike group moving into
Meanwhile,
position.
you're attracting the fleet, which is brilliant.
Group
Oh.
2 destroyed.
Well, Group 2's dead. Looks like we're just going to have to rely on the attack bombers to do their job for them. Anyway, we'll split up in 3, 2,
Capital ship locked
go. Take them out.
Destination. Strike group breaking up. Engage capital ship. Light fire confirmed.
Wow, that's effective. Yeah! Come on, fellas, you're supposed to do some actual damage.
I got one.
My, this is going to be a long day.
Gotcha.
Our weapons are having minimal effect on the alien vessel, but each strike causes a tiny fluctuation in the control field. Direct all fire at the alien ship in an attempt
Right.
to disable the field.
Group 1 copy.
We have 46 of our... we have 40 of our attack bombers remaining. That's the missile destroyer. It's very good against fighters and corvettes. I don't know how much damage we need to do in order to disable the control field.
That's all.
Alien
Oh.
vessel neutralized. Our crews
Excellent.
have regained control. While the field was up, they were able to analyze the alien control system. We now have control of the foreign vessels. Send a salvage team to further investigate the
Excellent.
alien ship.
New research available. New capital ships available.
After seizing the missile destroyer, construction reports we can now build a similar vessel.
Brilliant. We now have 7 destroyers and 36 frigates, so the plan worked fine. If we had more resources, I would go and do the rest of it. Right, fellas,
Order confirmed.
you can deploy to back home, and we'll sort you out into groups. Attack bombers, you can head back to mothership,
Docking with mothership.
and then all we need to do, we need to launch some salvage team. In fact, auto launch, why not? And we'll send the salvage team to go to their ghost ship and do its thing. Anyway, research. We have no research, but we can now build missile destroyers. Long-range capital ship attacks with volleys of long-ranged guided missiles. Very good against fighters and corvettes, weak against bombers, not really, and capital ships. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, that helps boost our numbers up to something reasonable. Of course, you've forgotten where it is. Actually, that's a good point. It doesn't have a ping anymore. It could be possible that I lose the position of it entirely, which is not the best thing to do. Though technically I could just look for the centre of this area, like I said before.
Ready.
But yeah, this is a lot of capital ships that we have now. It's not as much as we could have.
Roger.
And, wow, don't know what happened there. There are ways to get even more capital ships. It's abusing the salvage corvette to no tomorrow. Sadly, Homeworld 2 doesn't allow you to continuously capture ships. Kind of annoying. Or at least in that campaign, capturing a ton of enemy ships is not really useful. Anyway, let us go and start salvaging the enemy ship. However long you want to take, Mr. Salvage Corvette. Ah, there we go. You moved. And now I guess you need to return to the mothership, and then that will happen. Anyway,
Standing by.
we've of course got our attack bombers. We're going to start docking things to mothership just to make it easier for ourselves. Same with salvage corvettes.
Confirmed. Docking with mothership.
Right. Now whilst that thing is coming back, we're going to sort out the mess that we've currently got.
Copy.
We've got 7 destroyers.
New heading set.
That doesn't include the missile destroyer. We've got 8 destroyers in total. We can actually build another missile destroyer. Yeah, let's do that.
Construction.
Right, we got a bunch of destroyers. We've also got a bunch of drone frigates. We've got a bunch of assault frigates. We've got a bunch of multi-beams. We've got a bunch of ion cannons.
Reporting.
We've got a bunch of ion arrays,
Reporting. Underway.
and then some support frigates.
Green line
Right.
confirmed.
That should leave everyone into their respective categories, right? Your control 2, In fact, you're going to destroy the assault frigates in Control 2.
Acknowledged.
Group 2 reinforced.
Destination locked in.
No,
Group 3 copy.
you're going to be your own control group, just to make it easier on me.
2 designated.
Move order confirmed.
Iron arrays,
Ready.
over there, please.
Destination locked in. Standing by. Acknowledged. Resources locked in.
Anyway, we should have some lovely information from this salvage corvette on how that ghost ship was taking control of capitals.
Salvage team docked. The alien ship is millions of years old.
Capturing our
This is
stuff.
unclear. Research Division reports it has developed plans for gravity warping technology based on the alien control field. We advise commencing research immediately.
We have known of this ship, but could never approach it. We are particularly vulnerable to its influence. The Bentusi would like the information you have acquired. It will be transferred automatically if you choose to trade.
Oh, interesting. In exchange for what? Super heavy chassis. Interesting. Heavy cruisers and destroyers. We've already got destroyers. But heavy cruisers for nothing. That's a pretty good deal.
The information was successfully transferred. Thank you.
The Taiidan are determined to destroy us. Will you help us defeat them?
Conflict is not our way. We will bring your cause to the Galactic Council. The Taiidan rule the Empire, but even they must answer to the Council.
Hyperspace module fully charged. Engage at your discretion.
Resources exhausted.
Anyway, with that, we've got our own missile destroyer.
Reporting.
Ooh, glowy lights and everything. No, not glowy lights and everything, but you get the point. Here we have a Kushan missile destroyer. Wow, what happened to my accent? Anyway, looks kind of cool, huh? Fires a lot of missiles, does a lot of destroying. That's kind of the point, right? Anyway, everything on this side, you're control 4.
Group 4.
Assault control 3, drones control 2, salvage control 5, and we've got control 1 obviously as our things. We can also build a carrier. Don't have enough resources for it though. We can build a carrier? That sounds like something fun. But we've researched something new, and that is the, no, not those, the gravity well generator. Emits a gravity well that disables strikecraft engines. Hyperspace inhibitor. Stops enemy hyperspacing, and stops enemy strikecraft from moving. We could have had this last episode, last mission. That would have been really useful. But anyway, we're not going to build any of those, we don't have the resources for it. And I doubt we're going to have the resources for it anyway. So all we're going to do is we're going to hyperspace.
Stand down. We're on hold.
Just going to watch all of our ships move into position. All of our ridiculous amount of capital ships. Pretty good. I love how our ships changed colour, right? When they got captured by the gravity well, but and then they changed back when we destroyed the ghost ship. But the Taiidan missile destroyer hasn't changed colour, and this is, by the way, after the fact that the these guys. Oh no, they're still the same colour. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, yeah, these guys changed colour, but they didn't. So fun times there. The Tyrannic Raiders are also still their same colour. And you guys are all the way off in the distance. Oh no, you guys have changed colour. Those assault frigates have. That assault frigate hasn't. Oh, interesting. But yeah. Oh god, they're going to take a while to get back, aren't they? Yeah, we're just going to quick dock once these guys have put into position. Actually, no, I'll quick dock now. Anyway, we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, my name has been Zero Jake. End transmission.